Many entrepreneurs have often started their businesses after looking for a product in the market and failing to find it. Or in some instances, they might get their products that are not of the best quality. Immediately after spotting a potential gap in the market, they quickly start selling products that they hope will address this problem. This, in a nutshell, is the story of Marini Naturals, Kenya's first hair care line designed for women with natural hair. The company also caters for women with naturally treated hair and those transitioning from relaxed to chemical hair.
Around 2 years ago, I cut my hair and I went natural, and I found there was a very big challenge in me being able to get products that would work for my natural hair available locally. So at the time, I would order products from Amazon, eBay, just from abroad, and I would have to budget both my personal household expenses aside from my hair. And there's a time my hair was actually more expensive than my own personal expenses. So I decided, you know what, I think it's about time someone actually did this and brought it to Kenyan ladies.
Before the launch of Marini Naturals hair products, Michelle had to do a lot of trial and error. She also researched widely in the quest of finding a product that would conclusively find a solution both for her and for numerous women with the same problem.
In the quest to find products that work, Google was my friend. So I would research a lot on Google about what makes a good moisturizer, what makes like a good deep conditioning treatment. So I'd find myself actually mixing products at home. I'd mix like coconut milk and baking powder and olive oil, and then put it on my hair, and then mash up avocados and then eggs. So I just end up smelling like, you know, a kitchen.
A common fatal mistake for many failed startups is having insufficient operating funds. Entrepreneurs also underestimate how much money is needed and are forced to close before they have even had a fair chance to succeed. It is imperative to ascertain how much money a business will require, not only the costs of starting, but also the cost of staying in the business.
So it's taken a while to take off, also mainly because of finances. It's not, of course, as you can see, even just looking around, it's a business that definitely needs a good amount of capital. So getting that was not easy. I would go from bank to bank, institution to institution, with a really proper financial proposal and a business plan, and they would just say no. So that was very disheartening in the beginning. It was very challenging, but I think I found a way to overcome that, and I just made it work.
After more than 2 years of market research and testing, Marini Naturals was ready to launch to an expectant market.
Behind? No.
In the intervening period of time, Michelle had shared her idea with Niyati Patel, a former colleague that she had worked with at Scanad.
Okay. My family comes from a herbalist background, so most of the ingredients that I used, especially the hair growth oil, is through research from my mom's side. She brings up these concoctions where you apply it in your hair and it encourages hair growth. It has nutrients that cleans your scalp, thickens your hair, gives it volume. So it's another reason that Michelle and I are partners, because I come from a background of herbal products and Ayurvedic products.
Niyati would become a partner at Marini Naturals and its first ever general manager. Realizing that they were a startup without much financial resources, Marini Naturals resorted to social media so as to sensitize the public about their products.
If you look at the natural hair community, they're very proactive online. They do a lot of research. They want to ask questions to other women who are natural. So we went online. We didn't know it was going to blow up in a positive way, but it did, and it was our strongest form of marketing as we speak.
We are a social brand as opposed to being a commercial brand, which means that we prefer to engage with our customers. If they do not know how to use our curling butter, we want to be able to tell them, this is how to do it. And you can only do that through a one-on-one platform where you are messaging them and telling them, you know, hey, so and so, I think this is what you need to do. If it didn't work for you, probably try this and that. You cannot do that on other platforms. You cannot do that through a TV commercial. You cannot do that on a billboard. You have to engage.
According to Michelle, the fact that their products have been designed by an African woman with a view of addressing hair care issues faced by the African woman is what makes Marini Naturals hair care products unique. Made from organic local materials, Michelle insists that their products are safe and can even be used by kids. The company, though, has had some challenges that it has had to withstand.
One of the challenges we're facing is educating women about natural hair, that you can actually look good in your natural hair. You do not have to relax it. It does not have to be like silky straight. I mean, like, this is me in my professional get-up, and I think I look pretty decent. But what we're doing about that is we're actually embarking on a campaign that is on an educative campaign that is going to educate all women who are natural and those considering going natural about how to take care of your natural hair and also how to use our products.
We do have a lot of challenges with sometimes consistency of the production of the product itself. So we have to make sure it's consistent with every run. Sometimes we sell more than we produce, so there are no products in the market, and we have to keep telling our production company, you know what, you need to like hurry up and pay. And then cash flow is also an issue which we're trying to tackle. What usually happens is we have to give our products on 3-day credit, 30-day credit terms. So by the time the money comes in and by the time we put it into production, there's a gap.
Even though they are fighting for space in a highly competitive sector, the duo has been encouraged to soldier on by the response that their products have generated. Between 2013 and 2014, Kenyan consumers spent more than $100 million on hair care products. This translates to over 10 billion Kenya shillings.
The most important thing is the Kenyans are so supportive of local product and they feel it's their own. So you see women who are actually not natural or they've been using international products come into our shop and say, you know what, I want to buy Marini because it's local and I want to support this company. And when they do buy products and it works well for their hair, they're blown away.
Okay, so if I was to...
Michelle, a graduate of design and communication from the University of Nairobi, encourages budding entrepreneurs to follow their gut instincts and trust that the service or product they are providing will be well received.
I had all these questions which if I listened to them, they would have held me back from doing this. But there's always that stronger inner voice in you and that belief in you that you must have. And true to it, when we launched, we actually did a teaser launch last year. We were not supposed to launch. The launch was meant to be this year. But when we launched last year, and the population of the market who sampled our products already went to just spread out that information that, oh my God, guys, there's this local product, it works, it's great. And we were forced to start selling. Nice shot.
As with any brand in the market, not all feedback on Marini has been positive. In order to survive the storms, the company has had to distinguish between positive and negative criticism. A case in point is about the size and packaging of Marini products.
Customers are saying, your products are great, I would love to buy more, but it would be nice if you guys could do little smaller packs just for those who probably are not too sure whether it will work or not. So we're thinking along those lines because of that criticism. We also have customers who were saying, oh, I think you guys should do like a seal, to better protect your product because there are going to be some counterfeits, and that's good criticism. So you need to be able to take positive criticism and use it to build your product or your brand, and also you need to be able to forget the naysayers. Just shut your ears to them and just focus on what can help your brand?
Sometimes we do get bashed on social media as well. I mean, there was one incident that we had to really work our way around it because we realized it was sort of planned. So you do get such attacks on social media, but how you recover from it and how you deal with your customers and make sure their problems are sorted through Marini is what I'd say works well for us.
Marini Naturals currently has 8 full-time employees who work in the finance, marketing, logistics, design and production departments. Marini, though, is not the only company that Michelle and Niati co-own. They are partners in Brand Vine Group, a branding interior design agency.
For me, it's just a calling, just the way I am. I am better in business than I am in employment. It's just, for example, someone is great at football, the other is great at swimming. I don't thrive, I am not at my best when I'm employed, but I know I would have never really reached my full potential if I was employed. So for me, it's just where I've seen myself thriving and where I feel passionate and free and where I can truly blossom is in business.
Marini Naturals may have begun as Michelle sought solutions to her predicaments, but by following her true passion, she is a living example that an entrepreneur can succeed when they put their minds on something.